Hello, readers and digital people, and welcome back to GPReeds. I am your host, Grant Reeds, and hopefully today the mic sounds better. I adjusted quite a few issues. Let me know if it's still a little bit. I don't think the word is overpowered, but let me know if it sounds a little bit metally again. Again, trying to get the settings correct. I turned it down from 100% in the mic to 75, and then I turned the gain up on the mic, so hopefully this is the right combination. How you all doing today? Good to see you, Poof Poof, Free Spirit Katie, and Dead Hats. Glad to have you all here. And Roxy is dreaming. Good to have you as well. Glad you made it. Alright, so today we are looking into night visions, which originally, when looking at this series, it seemed like it was just a true crime channel, and I didn't really know if there was too much hidden within it. And then I got talking with some people, and apparently there's quite a bit hidden in it. Enough to be a couple hours length in video. So, let's see if we can find it. Looking at the channel, what really interests me the most is that thumbnail, or the display picture. Because it really doesn't match the content very well. It's like, why are we getting this shady person's face in particular? I mean, it could just be branding, but just something about that just feels off, so let's see if we can figure it out. Starting out with the murder of Isaac Winslock. The murder of Isaac Winslock. Alright, and the description says, "Here's my first video about true horror. Sorry for any audio bugs or errors. My computer is a little broken, so be patient with that until I can get it looked at." Hello, Anne. Glad to see you. Glad you made it. And Flower Maiden. Alright, let's dive on in, everyone. Let's see what... Almost wanted to call Peaceful Watcher. Let's see what Night Visions has to offer.
Hello everybody, Night Visions here, and with this channel I plan to discuss true horror topics from around the world. I will not usually have an intro on my videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and go right into the story. Today is the murder case of Isaac Winslow. Isaac Winslock was a 30-year-old young man who lived in Palestine, Illinois. He moved there after graduating from Vanilla University with his wife, Amanda Hilden. After living there for 3 years, they became very friendly with their neighbors, with seemingly no trouble at all. However, what really happened in the household would reveal a horror story brewing between the couple. Apparently, the couple had been trying to bear a child for the past 3 years that they lived there. However,
this saliva stuff, whatever it is, saliva slime stuff is just, it's kind of getting to me a little bit. It feels like glowworm slime, but it's just slightly making me sick.
They learned that Amanda was unable to bear children, and after 3 years of trying, the couple became restless, often getting in verbal arguments that were loud enough for the neighbors to hear. After some time, the couple had grown distant, even going as far as to sleep in separate rooms. Eventually, Amanda decided that she could not take it anymore and moved out one day without saying a word to Isaac. And so, because of this, Isaac had assumed that she had left him. After a few months without Amanda, Isaac had been going to bars and hooking up with local women, until eventually he got a girl whom he was very fond of named Tanya Cho. Eventually, Tanya had moved in with Isaac, and both would live in the same house for about a month. That was until December 7th, 2017, when Amanda had returned home unexpectedly and saw Isaac in bed with Tanya, asleep. Enraged, Amanda had grabbed a kitchen knife and began stabbing the couple as they slept, giving Tanya a total of 29 stab wounds in the chest and neck. In the middle of the commotion and in panic, Isaac had tried to escape through the bedroom window, only to have Amanda chase him across the room and slamming it shut on his skull, killing him instantly. After the brutal murders had concluded, Amanda Hilden went on the run and wasn't caught till 2 weeks later in Missouri, after the owner of the hotel she was staying in had called the authorities on her in the middle of the night, recognizing her. Amanda is currently serving life in prison without parole, and even said the following to a press in the interview: "If I was given the opportunity to do it all again, I would. I gave him time to breathe, and instead he just replaced me. I don't regret murdering either of them."
It's kind of a weird place to stop that, wasn't it? I didn't see anything hidden. No pinned comments or anything. Okay, we'll move on ahead. It's odd.
Hey guys, night.
Wonder if these all connect somehow. Oh, here we go. So now we got the Twitter link. We will need to check that out here in a minute. All right. Description. This one says just a little video I made. I could put on the front page of the channel. Enjoy. Also, sorry for any errors in the video. I may love my laptop, but it's a little broken, and being homeless means I can't exactly buy a new one. So we also discovered that he's homeless in this one. And again, we need to keep that Twitter in mind. We'll check out the Twitter right after this.
Night Vision here, and I just wanted to make an introductory video on who I am and the goal of this channel. So, without further ado, here it is. Alright guys, Night Visions is a channel I created because I have a lot of free time in my life and always wanted to make horror-based content. So, Night Visions is a channel that focuses on true horror stories across the world. I also want to focus on only obscure stories that no one has covered yet on YouTube, unless it's something that really catches my attention, of course. A lot of my videos can cover things like true crime or true stories from people in horrifying situations. But of course, I always want to keep it tasteful and respectful to any victims if there are any. Now, for a little bit about me, I'm a creator based in the United States of the Americas, and I live in my car. I don't have many belongings.
I saw something. I saw something. Bottom left-hand corner. Go back just a little bit.
States of the Americas, and I live in...
Yep, there it is. Knew I saw something. Can you hear us? But O and A are blocked out. I'm going to write that down. O and A.
I live in my car. I don't have many belongings, but my most prized possession is probably the laptop that I use. That's just because it allows me to discover new things daily and do what I like to do.
I feel like the slime is to distract you so you don't look at the codes.
Like edit these videos. Speaking of editing, I do a lot of my editing in coffee shops with like some cheap headphones. So that's why my editing is probably not going to be as fancy as some other YouTubers, but I hope it's at least passable for you guys. I do want to mention that if video uploading ever does slow down, that I do suffer from some mental health issues, so please be patient. I'm not going to go into detail about it just because that is personal. You know, I'm not going to reveal too much about myself because the nature of the issue is the more someone knows about me, the easier it may be to take advantage of me. So I prefer to stay relatively anonymous, but I hope the content I upload can still bring smiles to you guys' face while I try and figure out things on my end. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted a simple explanation video for anyone who finds my channel and enjoys my content. Please do like and subscribe. Stay tuned for any future content I may drop. And I want to thank you all again. Even if there's not many of you guys, if anyone's watching my stuff, I'm always very appreciative. Thank you guys.
Okay. Let's go ahead and jump into the Twitter before we move on. Okay, why am I signed out? Random. Oh, this isn't my Twitter. This is a fake Twitter that I made at one point. Well, not fake, but an older Twitter. So it's going to be light mode. That's fun. Okay. Let's over to Night Visions. See what they have to say in the Twitter. Now, it wasn't very long. I did check this out earlier. So, alright, there are some things here. So, first thing he says is, hey guys, I'm going to make YouTube videos surrounding true crime. Then he said, my content will be true horror in general, not just crime. Gotta drop my first video today, hopefully. Pretty excited. Just kind of basic stuff at first. Alright, he said, hey guys, I've been wanting to make another issue about some mental health issues I've gotten... Wait. Hey guys, I've been wanting to make another issue, okay. But some mental health issues have gotten in the way. Sorry. I'll post as soon as I feel a bit better. Then he said, okay, I am working on the newest video. It should be out within a week. And then once again, sorry if it takes a bit or a sudden change. I'm currently living out of my car and don't have a job. I got some decent savings and a lot of time went into recent medical bills. I shall not sleep in my car in dark parking lots. I felt like I was being watched the other day. So I shall sleep in a well-lit parking lots from now on. Free Wi-Fi is my savior. Anyone know any more? Wait. Anyone know any more fruitful ways of getting money other than panhandling? I feel like my dreams are glimpses into my past. I just wish they made more sense. So it seems like he may not exactly remember who he is. Some of the homelessness may actually stem from memory loss. I wish I could fix my car up to be less noisy. When the heater's on and I'm trying to sleep, it'll keep me up occasionally. Nice guy gave me a 20 today. Feels good to know I can now eat tomorrow if I don't get as much that day. It's been freezing this week. Right? And then he said, feeling ill, the cold has been kicking his butt. Feeling much better now. Thanks for being patient, guys. Sorry the video's taking a bit to release. Catching up on missed news is crazy sometimes. Alright, don't need to read that. I had a dream last night that I lived in a nice big home, and that I had friends in the area. It was pretty nice. I'm limited at what I could cook, but FPS Chef Jose's videos are basic and easy to understand. His vids are literally a lifesaver. Hoping to have a new video out tonight. Hope you guys can enjoy it. So it's all kind of basic. Then again, he has a whole kitchen to work with. I have a portable stove and small pan. I just think there might be something here we need. Honestly, FPS Chef okay, this is going to be a channel that we need to go to. That's being mentioned way too many times to not be something weird. So we're going to look into FPS Chef Jose here in a minute. If anything good at cooking eggs don't look nearly as good as the ones in his newest video. Yeah, this is going to be important. So somehow an FPS Chef Jose video I had saved on my laptop glitched it into the video. Sorry guys, no clue what happened. I'll try better next time. Found an interesting topic about another serial killer, and this one happened in the city I live in, so it's extra scary for me. So we're seeing the horrors actually start to bleed into his reality. Recurring dreams are kind of annoying at this point, especially since this one always has me in a claustrophobic room and muffled talking in the background. Tempted to talk to a doctor about it, but that'll mean more money to spend, and I just finished paying off my last visit. Sorry for being quiet, it's been a rough week. Hey guys, I know my newest video editing had some mistakes. I do not know who those people are in the image, or how it got on my computer. What I do know is if they raised... Okay, I'm going to read this, and we're going to go back to this, because we're getting into some spoiler stuff for what's going to happen. What I'm going to do in the meantime, though, is I'm going to search for this Jose, this FPS Chef Jose guy. Yeah, there's only 2 videos. Looks like, yeah. And the description of the channel says, "Hello, I am FPS Chef Jose, also known as the first-person Super Chef Jose. I bring great, simple, and first-person cooking videos all to the gringos. To all the gringos." Alright, I'm going to subscribe to that real quick. We'll open these up in a separate tab. But before we move into this, I think we should take a step back and go into the Terror of Tehook video.
Serial killer in Tuck, Arizona.
Yeah, I was trying to get thumbnail things. If you're wondering why I was partially into the video. Alright. The description says, "Hey guys, here's my video discussing the serial killer in Tehook, known as the Terror in Tehook. Sorry for any video issues, as my laptop is still damaged, and since I am homeless, I cannot afford to repair it. Every time I watch it, there's some new error in it. So instead of fixing it, I just uploaded it. The errors just keep appearing in the video somehow, and became extremely annoying to deal with. And since cafes are closed right now, I don't want to lose charge of my laptop battery, as I would not be able to charge it until tomorrow."
Today we are going to discuss
Keep an
the
eye out
terror of
for more
Tehook,
codes.
a serial killer in Tuck, Arizona. Hedo Rodriguez was a Tehook native who
Hello, Samantha. Great to have you.
went to Tehook High School and was a relatively well-mannered student who made good grades. Although many students and teachers alike said he had a fixation on serial killers and kidnappings. Nowadays, this may not seem as odd since true horror has been popularized recently. Hell, even I'm a true horror YouTuber. However, this was back in 2010 when these topics were nowhere near the popularity it was at today.
Yes,
Upset-
because he didn't follow popular trends, therefore he's evil. I mean, I know this guy's actually evil, but you know. That logic.
Of the several serial killers, Hedok took interest in Barsun Simbolo, who was another killer inside a Tahuk many years before, infamous for finding women
What is wrong with
and
Tahuk?
strangling
That's
them.
what I want to know.
Many years before,
I'm gonna go back a little bit. I think I
infamous
missed a
for
code.
finding Barsun Simbolo, who was another
never
killer
mind.
inside a Tahuk many years before, infamous for finding women alone and strangling them, and leaving their corpses limbless and headless in the middle of suburban roadways. And so, Hedok took interest in him, even as far as to going into old newspapers and the library records to read about him. His mother would say his interest became more like an obsession. Years later, Hedok did not go into college, instead moving into a cheap apartment and working in the local movie theater. This is where he would find his first victim. He became enthralled in a woman named Hana Kenji. His journal would later reveal he fantasized about watching the light leaving her eyes and strangling her.
Okay, I'm noticing a pattern here. The stories he tells are stories of lovers or ex-lovers that murdered each other. Why do I feel like he's on the run, homeless, living in his car because he murdered his significant other? That's the vibe I'm getting here.
Similarly to Barson. And so, he followed her home one day when he went to watch another movie and eventually memorized her work schedule. This was another thing written in his journal.
So, Hedok
Rodriguez followed her one day after her job and caught her on her way to her vehicle, where he encountered her and began strangling her to death. After realizing what he had done in a panic, he then put her body in a car and put a brick on the gas pedal. This resulted in the vehicle driving into a late-night bus full of passengers, causing a massive car crash. The investigations of the car crash did not reveal that Hedok Rodriguez was the culprit. Months later, after getting a taste of his first kill, Hedok...
Excuse me? What do you mean by your crew? Let me get a screenshot of that.
began looking for a new victim, and in this he saw Laura Ordena, a mother of 3 kids who lived in his neighborhood. After repeating the same process he did with Hana, as revealed by his notebook, he set another date in which he would go.
There was something up there. Something top left. I think. I may have imagined it.
As he did with Hana, as revealed by his notebook, he set another date in which he would go in for the kill.
Never mind, I imagined it.
Following her after a workday,
So
he
jumpy
began
right
to
now.
strangle her as he did Hana, but this time was nowhere near as careful. He was spotted by Stevie Unnerve, a middle-aged father who was in charge of neighborhood watch. Stevie began to confront Hedok after seeing Laura struggle. In a panic, Hedok pulled out a knife he carried in his back pocket and began stabbing Stevie in the face and neck area.
Oh, what does it say? FPS Chef presents. Okay, it's bleeding in. That other channel is definitely connected.
And then, near death, he went to Laura to finish the job with his knife. However, a neighbor who had heard the commotion had called the police and arrived while Hedok was still in the process of cutting off her hand with his knife. He was then arrested.
I've got a feeling we're gonna fight over how to cook eggs, but we'll see. You know, this is really interesting. I've never seen this angle before, where the YouTuber themselves, the one investigating, is the one to be investigated. That's at least not in this way. I've seen it done before, but not quite in this way.
Confessed to everything while being interrogated, including the
Not in true
incident
crime.
with Hana.
True crime being in
It
true
was
crime.
reported that Hedok had killed a total of 8 people if we were to include the 5 people on the bus who died in the vehicle accident. Before he could face trial, Hedok had killed himself by hanging himself with his own shoelaces. Hedok would go down as the worst serial killer in Tahuk, and because of him, several families had lost members. 18-year-old Samantha Ordena had this to say. I hope...
What did you have to say? Dang it.
18-year-old Samantha Ordena had this to say. I hope...
Oh my gosh.
Several families had lost members. 18-year-old Samantha Ordena had...
I'm gonna have to look up what she said. Samantha Ordena? I'm just gonna guess that's how you spell that? Yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, we're not gonna find what she said. Well, actually, if I search the terror of Hook, I might. Whoop. The terror of Hook. Interesting. It's not really easy to find. That is interesting. I wonder if that was actually even real. If any of this actually happened. Weird. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, before we move on, let's check out let's check out FPS Chef Jose. Oh, there's some codes here. Cool. All right. Hello guys, FPS Jose here, and I have a quick video on this. I'm going to copy that and prepare to decode that in a second. No pinned comments. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Very lively video. How to make yogurt.
Okay guys, FPS Chef Jose, and today we're going to make yogurt. Very simple, I know, but I don't really have much time right now, and I really wanted to get the video out because
Why is tea missing?
people really wanted to watch a video, and
I got a feeling that that is a veneer cipher, and T is the keyword.
as you know, many people kind of take my videos and that's like their food of the week. Right now I have a simple one, so this is dessert. It's a lot healthier than eating cake or something, or you know, like a concha. But yeah, so we just have simple oatmeal and yogurt, and here has it goes.
Anybody else see that?
Oatmeal and yogurt,
There's a flash there.
and here has it goes.
What was in that dark flash? It's just darkness. Okay. This is so simple. Why are they even showing a recipe for this? For just standard yogurt with
Can we
granola.
just talk about this in person? I know you're angry. Well, I don't think having this conversation over the phone is going to be benefit. Don't cut me off when I'm talking, please. Well, I can explain in more detail if we talk about this in person.
Yeah, I don't think the cases are real either, and this is night visions.
Because I'm busy right now. We're about to have a major breakthrough and
Did you break through in
we're
what?
leaving. No, you can't leave. Jensen. God damn it.
Okay, who's Jensen? Need to write that down.
Here it is, yogurt and granola. I know it's very simple, but it is really easy to customize. You can add fruits if you want, or honey or something, and there you go. Now for the taste test.
I mean, this video is unavailable.
Now
Excuse me? Okay. I guess it was just linked back to itself. Alright, let's find out how to make huevos, which are eggs. Oh man, interesting. It's the same person commenting every time. Well, that's a lot of cheese. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be making this. Be sure to have some, to whisk my eggs first. Might even add some seasoning too. Might be easier. Hola! And today I want to show you how to make huevos. Sorry, I was breathing a lot. Just got over a cold, so I'm still mouth breathing. Also, on another note, I just bought a... Okay. Bunch of codes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Places. Excuse me? Somebody's glitching out. We'll see what else I have to say before we start doing the codes.
Hello guys, FPS
Sorry, I'm gonna hardcore judge you on these eggs.
Chef Jose. Today we're
I'm
going to
very
learn how to
serious
make
about
omelet.
eggs.
Need spinach, Well, you don't need it, but if you want it.
Spinach
4
and
eggs is recommended. You're gonna need meat. You're gonna need cheese.
Is someone tied up? That's sort of like a moan. Or is that someone blowing their
You're gonna
nose?
need oil, any spices you may like, a pan and spatula to cook this meal.
Something going on there. Are you okay? Blink twice, even though we can't see you. Ew. Okay, that's the only part of it I disagree on. The freaking salty, preserved, sliced turkeys. Sorry. No. No! Please do bacon or sausage. Or fresh chicken, please. Not turkey, and especially not this kind of turkey. The salty stuff. The Mexican blend cheese, yeah. I'm all for the Mexican blend cheese. And the vegetable oil. That's a good choice over butter. All those ingredients, I am all for.
First
Except
thing
for
I'm
that
going to do is warm up the pan. It's not hot at all. Don't forget to turn on the stove stuff.
Quote unquote.
Just like turn on the fan, so that way no smoke gets in your lungs. I like to turn it up a bit that high, just to make it warm up faster. Then add oil, not too much. You don't want your omelet being all oily.
Oh my gosh, Samantha. Scrambled eggs and cheese and bell peppers. That sounds amazing.
Just enough. There you go.
I have. Back in my heavy days, I could eat a whole rotisserie chicken as well. Like, easy. Like, for a snack.
You can spread it around as you want at that point.
That's a little too much oil, but
It should be
I'll
good
let
enough.
that pass.
Now we just wait for it to warm up right now. First thing, also going to need a plate. This is kind of what you need to put on. Actually, this plate is too small. This
Oh my
is what
gosh,
you're
use
going
the
to put
same
on
brand of disposable
We
plates.
stand right over there for now. Now, we cook. It's starting to warm up a bit
dying.
more. Before you go any further, you must forget rule number 1. That is wash your hands. I know I should probably wash it.
Completely ignoring this person talking to them in the background.
Now let's see. It's warmed up quite a bit. So,
You just
what we're
touched
gonna
it.
do-
No. You do not touch the pan with your finger to see if it's hot. No. I'm sorry. No. You set a timer. You put something on it. And it cooks. You see that it's cooking. You don't ever recommend for people to touch the pan. This cooking channel needs to be disbanded. What the heck? No.
Just take your eggs.
I'm sorry.
Crack them in.
That's a nice egg, though.
Look at it pop.
Brown eggs are better. Better taste.
Then take another egg.
No.
Crack it in.
Start
And you wanna
stirring
do
the
this
eggs.
as
You're gonna let
quickly
them
as
burn.
possible before you end up with the sunny side up. I'm not the best at cracking eggs, but who doesn't like a little crunch in their eggs? I mean, I
What?
put minced in.
Who doesn't like a little crunch in their eggs? Excuse me? Excuse me? No, this is egg blasphemy. I'm sorry.
In there for God's sake. Now, another egg. Pop another one in
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Wipe it out. wipe it
Don't
out.
leave
There
them
you go.
sitting there, dude.
Collect all your shells, by the way.
Holy frick.
Quickly, pop another egg in there. Scoop it out quickly. Your hands are gonna get a little messy. That's just normal. That's part of the cooking.
And you touched the
Embrace it.
garbage, and now you touched the freaking spatula. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Pop your eggs. Swirl it around quick before you end up with.
No. Not the lunch meat. Not the lunch meat. Oh gosh.
Scatter at the
Oh
back.
gosh.
Doesn't matter. Usually I like to put a bit of slice. Just scatter at the back. It does not matter.
Killing me. I'm
Now,
gonna
take your
die.
vegetables. Sprinkle some in there.
Yeah, Jose is the real horror channel, for real. Like, oh my gosh, seriously. You're eating Tostitos and Chunky or something. Oh gosh, this is awful. Butter is not superior to oil. Well, actually, sometimes. It depends on the dish. Depends on the dish. Now, yeah, I'm gonna make it a. You know what? I'm making a response video to this. I'm gonna show you how you actually cook eggs. Okay? Okay.
You can put more, don't be shy. Now, your cheese, that's right.
Look how much he has to rush. You don't have to rush this much if you take the eggs off the heat. You take the eggs off the heat in between each ingredient. That's how you cook eggs.
These are quick. They're quick. If you want to slow down the process of cooking eggs, turn down the heat like I just did. Now, grab more cheese. Sprinkle it on top of the eggs. Super simple. Sprinkle garlic on there. I love garlic. It is delicious. Sprinkle. Now, get your pepper. Sprinkle a bit of that on top. Fuck. Now, what you want to do is, you know what? This might still be able to be a weird looking omelet.
Who is in the background?
If I just
I'm
look
screaming.
at it,
That is not an omelet.
You
What
could
are you?
class this as an
What?
omelet, but
What?
I give up on the omelet idea. I'll make it in the next video. I totally
Dude, it's so
forgot the recipe.
overcooked. Oh my gosh, that egg! Look how dry those eggs are. That is so freaking overcooked. That you don't cook eggs that long. You've lost half your flavor.
Now you just gotta mix it all together. And you should get a nice looking egg mix.
Yeah, that's egg
I
mash.
think
for
I
real.
need more meat. So I'm going to grab a little bit more meat. Come on. I'm going to sprinkle that on there. And you know what? I think I need more cheese.
Yeah, that.
Now,
Oh,
I might even
gosh.
throw in an extra egg. But then it would be too much egg. And I'll have a lot of egg left over.
I'm sorry,
And
but I
like
love
wasting food.
eggs, and I'm very
I'm always
critical of
doing
how
it as
people
a scene.
prepare eggs.
So, now I mix it together some more. Let the cheese melt just a tiny bit. Chop it up. As you can see, I didn't use too much oil, so it doesn't look oily. And she should be done. You can turn it off. You can turn off your fan. Move that this side.
Ow.
I can. This there.
Yes, yes, poof poof. I agree. Eggs should only be cooked for 30 seconds max. You want them to be solid. You don't want them to be dry. You lose almost all the flavor that way.
Grab your plate. And now she's ready. Scoop all the food to the end. Scoop it off. As you can see, I did not use much oil, so the food does not look oily. Now, I am done.
No, that does not look good whatsoever. I am sorry. I am so sorry.
Now you can enjoy
I'm
this
not trying to
whatever
be
drink
this
you want.
mean.
I personally enjoy just a glass of water. Helps me wake up in the morning and cleans the palate. Now, let us see how the food tastes. I may have put a tiny bit too much oil, but not enough to actually affect the taste too much. Just give it that oil.
that was a lot of
consistency.
oil.
That's right. Delicious. It's not perfect food, it's home food. Very inexpensive. Ingredients aren't expensive.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the chicken's gonna get you? I'm sorry to be so critical, but I take eggs very seriously. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I just... Let's solve some of these codes so I can get my mind off of it. Holy crap. Okay. Lose my train of thought here. Man. That was hardcore. It's an unknown format. I am going to try a Vignere with the key being... What was it? S? No, being a T. Okay, here's T. Message here. Let's try decoding it. Nope, that did not work. Well, it's got a 1 in it, which is kind of odd. Let's take off the 1. Let's try just a simple substitution. Just try some substitution and take off that 1. Let's do a Caesar. Hello? Well, I'm subbing until I figure out the mystery here. Okay, what is this site doing? Excuse me. Wow, just glitched it out. Okay. Let's try decoder. Right. It says it's a YouTube link. Oh. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Let's open up a new YouTube page. And we will just paste it in then. Apparently it's a YouTube link. Aha.
Hello.
It was Romeo and Juliet on Arrow Location channel or Arrow Locating channel. Definitely need to open up the channel on this. To unlock this video to the public, please reply with cake. Okay. Cake. Or no, actually it's probably reply to the actual, yeah. Cake. Interesting. It says, and then the description says, if my math is right, you should be able to see this, Benedict. Remember me? I'm sure you don't, but I sure as hell remember you. And everything you did to not just me, but many others. I will enjoy bringing you down, Benedict. Eggs Benedict? Oh, are you really making a reference to those eggs? This horrible egg creator, Egg Benedict? Anyway, I will enjoy watching you suffer, as you have made others suffer. And I am going to subscribe to this channel too. Drop a like and let's watch.
If you are watching this, then you are watching a 4-part series, where I expose the man known as Benedict Standler. Who am I? Just know that Benedict has wronged me, and yet he is still allowed to continue his experiments despite the fact that it has brought ruination to those around him. If you still do not believe me, then keep watching. And Benedict, if you are watching this, then get ready to have your wrongdoings exposed to the world. Today let us learn about two people, Romeo and Juliet. Romeo was a man who was dedicated to his work, and focused on nothing but his work. Many would call him disciplined, and that may be true, but only if the topic was around his work. Now we have Juliet, a young researcher who still has a heart of gold. She admired Romeo for his dedication. She loved that about him, and eventually worked up the courage to ask him out. Romeo, who has never been in a relationship, decided to say yes. They then worked together in the bridge project. Juliet knew she loved Romeo and would bend over backwards to help him. Meanwhile, Romeo believed he loved her. But it was clear as day for anyone watching he loved his work more. One day, to prove herself to Romeo, Juliet had decided to volunteer for an experiment. It had already been tested on Romeo, so he believed it was safe. And so he allowed her to give it a go.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Is this how you treat your love? I think that's one more that's talking in the background.
Then why can't you turn it off?
They couldn't turn it off? Why?
Juliet should have been hospitalized, but instead Romeo ran tests, sure to see her mental status, but anyone would know a doctor would be able to help more. Then later that week, instead of visiting her to help or console her, he had her recall the experience in his notes. At this point any normal person would have broken up with Romeo, but Juliet loved him. She believed he could do no wrong. Now let us introduce a new character. Jane. Jane was a new girl and she met Romeo through his experiments. And at that point Romeo had found someone who was just as passionate as he was about his work. Juliet was passionate about Romeo, but Romeo now realized that is not what he wanted. And so he did the worst thing possible. He backstabbed the one person who loved him, and left Juliet for Jane.
Mm.
Juliet, after seeing her beloved Romeo abandon her,
Well, now we
left
know-
the bridge project,
Well, now we know the connection, why we're getting stories like that.
and soon after she... Is this how you repay your love?
Is this how you repay your love? Is this how you repay your love?
Hmm.
Is this how you repay your love? Is this how you repay your love? Is this how you repay your love? Your love, your love, your love, your love.
So it's
This
obvious.
is part 1 of 4.
It's obvious he didn't really love her, but good grief, all she was nice, and he just wanted her for an experiment piece.
This is part 1 of 4.
That's messed
Please
up.
stay tuned if you want to hear the rest of Romeo's, or should we say Benedict's, wrongdoings.
Okay. Error locating channel. There's nothing public. No, not at all. Okay, well, we got that one. On to the other video. Don't know exactly how Chef Jose is connected to this, but it's interesting. Are these other videos? There's no way. These are other videos. There's a lot of videos left. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's use this to navigate. No, it isn't a video. Okay, so these are going to be the actual puzzles, I guess. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11. I don't know. It almost seems like a YouTube link, though, because it's 11 digits. Unless they're coded. No. The videos aren't available. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. See, the problem is you wouldn't know if you got it correct if it's a YouTube link, so that would make it impossible. But it's 11 sets of 11. So I guess we'll just put a pin in this, because I don't think we can decode this yet. No. Okay. Back to night visions, I suppose. This is Hilda Honan, the child murderer. You know, I don't think it's... First I thought this might be Benedict, and he's feeling guilty for having done the experiments on the woman, which is possibly the eyes. But now I'm wondering if he's in league with the woman to get her revenge and help her recover from what Benedict did to her. Really don't know. Alright, this one says, I was shocked when I was reading this a couple weeks ago. I just had to cover it.
Hello everybody, Night Visions here, and today I have a really fascinating story that I found. This is a true crime.
It's definitely
that is
interesting,
beyond
Vox.
anything I have ever seen. Today we're going to explore the child killer, Hilda Honan. And I don't mean a killer who killed children, I mean a child who killed people. Hilda Honan grew up in Malvern, Massachusetts. In this town, she was always seen as a normal kid, just like any of the other ones. However, what people didn't know is that Hilda Honan was hiding a deep secret. For you see, Hilda Honan had grown a great interest in collecting animal bones. Her parents didn't even know of this, and certainly not her father. This was found in a room after the investigation. It all began one day. Hilda had begun collecting bones as usual, except she did something different. She brought roadkill into the home and began removing the bones from the animal.
Well, that's terrifying.
Her parents were not home at the time, so she was free to do this. Her parents were not home at the time, so she was free to do this. However, that was until her father came home. Her father
Starts with
carefully
human, or
holding-
starts with animals, and then it graduates to humans. So
arrived
that is
home
super
to
scary.
see his daughter covered in blood, dissecting an animal she had gotten
That's
off the
an
road.
obvious sign.
He began chastising her about the things she was doing. He began chastising her she was free to do she was doing. He began chastising her would not only make up the time. He began chastising her.
Y. K. H. J.
Okay.
Y. 6. C.
Okay, I got the code.
C.
When he shouts, it's uppercase.
On her run, she encountered
I'm gonna go back and write
Hannah
that down real quick.
would not only make up the time. He began chastising her.
Q.
Q. A.
Y.
Big Y.
K.
K.
H.
Big H.
J.
J.
Y.
Y.
6.
6.
C.
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 4.
4. Okay, got the link.
On her run, she encountered
scared me
Hannah
so much, though.
Naldo. Hannah, seeing Hilda covered in blood, thought the child was in danger and tried to get her to follow her to a hospital. Hilda, however, had no intention to comply to Hannah's request, and when Hannah's back was turned, she too fell victim to Hilda. Witnesses say that they witnessed Hilda stab Hannah in the throat before running away into the nearby woods. Hannah did not make it to the hospital in critical condition, where she later died from too much blood loss before getting there. During the investigation, police were shocked to find out that these murders were done not by a deranged person, but by 16-year-old Hilda Honan. Eventually, 3 days later, they found Hilda hiding out in the woods, almost starved to death as she had no survival experience. And then they brought her in for custody, where she is still awaiting trial to this day, because this was very recent. When I first read this in the news, I was honestly pretty shocked to believe that someone as young as this was able to killing people, and for things so
Everyone's able to kill
minuscule as
people.
getting chastised. I can only
Poor
imagine
Tracy.
what other things she had in store if she didn't have to spring into action so quickly. It is clear that Hilda was deranged, but no one's really sure why she did this.
Interesting. Okay, let us go ahead and try the new link. Let's give it a shot. Yep, we made it. It's another, I think it's another video on that troubleshooting channel. Yeah, an error locating channel. Here's a video about how to fix error 137. Troubleshooting with Dr. Kumar. I'm gonna write that name down. If you're wondering what this is, this is vegetarian lasagna, and it's not made with tomato based. It's like a cream sauce based with carrots and zucchini and spinach. Okay, I guess I'll have to read this. Also, at the bottom says, "Why did you forget about me?" It's that girl was experimented on. As we know, working in this field can be quite daunting. As well, as far as we know, we are the first people to work in this field. So every new thing found is a new discovery being made. When these okay. With these discoveries, it is important to know that errors and issues are to be expected in both our fellow researchers and in our machines. Now, enough chit-chat. Let's get on with how to fix error 137, also known as the variations error. Never made like the following. Oh! It's that code. Okay. So now it's saying 7, 2, 10, 11, 1, 6, 5, 3, 4, 9, 8. Are those shifts in these? Pretty sure it's the same one. No. Anyway. See what they have to say about it. What's happening here is the computer is trying to show us the requested data. However, it is becoming confused and shows us multiple variations of the data from different realities. Excuse me? You're experimenting with other realities? What? Down here it says, I am trying to talk to my other self. I want to go home. So there's definitely different realities then. Is that what happened to her? She got sent to another reality or switched out with somebody? The frick? This just got really complicated. Do not worry, the computer actually realizes it is making an error, and it's programmed to give us the key to the jumbled up lettering. In this example, we are looking for an 11-letter combination. The keys in the text following the combinations. 7, 2, 10, 11, 1, 6, 5, 3, 4, 9, 8. So the key is after that. Notice how the numbers are in a random order. This order is actually not random, it is telling us the correct character in each section to choose from. For example, the first letter in the key is 7. So now we go to the first patch of data and the 7th letter number given to us. So the K. Letter K will be the first value in the data we are trying to find. Now you know to repeat these steps for the rest of the key. Okay. Okay. The next number given to us is 2, so we take the next set of data and use the second value given to us for the second part. So the S. Our next value is a lowercase s, meaning that our data so far would read. Okay, it's going to be another link. Now continue for the rest of the values. Okay, I'm ready. This was an interesting way to reveal how to solve that. I'm wondering who's doing it, to be honest. I guess it's the girl in another reality, Juliet. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. This can be done through email or by seeing me in person. Hello? It's a long portion of the video just white. There's gonna be something in there. Keep my eyes open on it. Okay, well, let's solve the thing. Okay. So it was how to make huevos. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They follow straight on. So it's going to be the first and the first, which is going to be a lowercase s. I'm going to pull up my notepad real quick. So lowercase s. Then in 2, it's a lowercase j. In 3, it is an f, a lowercase f. S, J, F. In 4, it is going to be an uppercase B. In 5, it's going to be a 5. In 6, it is going to be, let's see, lowercase d. In 7, it's lowercase d. In 8, They said lowercase q. Just making sure I'm getting them right. All right, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's uppercase T. And 10. Uppercase M. And 11 is uppercase Q. Let's give it a shot. One way to delve into a rabbit hole, I'll tell you. Here it is. Video could not be located. We did it. It's on the error locating channel again. To make this video viewable to the public, please reply with the word bunt. Mr. Mystics replied with bunt. Code not accepted. Please try again. What? What? Okay. Well, I'm going to reply with BUNDT. With both of the things around it. Both of the parentheses. I mean, quotation marks. Interesting. Description could not be located. Alright. Let's see what it has to say. It's a pretty long one this time. Laboratory lead researcher. Okay. The crew. Saw this before.
Yes.
Does I see something there?
Yes.
Okay.
We are happy to find that the laptop was a success, and we were able to contact other people who had built similar devices in other worlds. I've been in contact with more than one. My first contact being that of Dr. Light, and many others, and I was able to find different ways other worlds had used Realitorium to their advantage.
Realitorium.
It is really interesting. I'm honestly fascinated. One thing I was able to find is that one world was, as far as I know, one world. Of course, this could be many.
I'm gonna write down Realitorium. That's a weird word. I'm not gonna remember that. Got it.
Was able to digitize the Realitorium, which really is interesting. This would mean that if I could connect to that world, I would be able to use that digitalized Realitorium
same paper
that they
plates.
use. I did not expect that many changes. Of course, some are more similar than others to our world. We're not actually the first to find this technology, but that doesn't mean we're not an important key figure. That is the key. And another finding I had. Yes, I went ahead and took some journals on the experiment.
The experimental 30I3A. It was something in California. Was easy to integrate with modern technology. Knowing this, we're able to control what this world we see. So able to manipulate the world, manipulate reality using headphones, a singular radio. I have to get something to draw a blueprint. But here's the idea. So while the person's asleep, they make them listen to this particular sound. Theoretically, we can begin cataloging. Okay. So they can actually visit other worlds through dreams. The dream realities are actually real places, and they access them to these tapes.
It's
interesting.
I'll attach the journals to this video log. I know I don't do too much editing. It's more like a voice clip, but I think it would serve well here. If we utilize this, we may be able to use the frequency from the radio when attached to the focuser to kind of influence whoever has the headphones on to have dreams from selected reality, and we may be able to catalog it among different
Flux is kind of a
frequencies,
supercomputer.
and then trying to use the AM FM frequencies to get a wider range of reach. But of course, this is all if it works. I mean, I've done a little bit of testing, but I haven't gone full in, but we're just waiting for that sample from Mr. Gonzalez. But I believe this will be successful, and honestly, I'm quite looking forward to it.
I hate canned
And
pineapple.
another thing I found out
Nope,
is
nope, nope.
when
Hope this new brand will be good. It's not.
I'm going to go ahead and attach today's note.
The following realities are off limits: 95.5, 23.4, 26.7. It's going off of the AM and FM frequency. See, nothingness worlds are not to be researched. They have only hurt our research. Mr. Jensen is still encouraged from experiment 52.1. Despite her null training, the nothingness world still negatively affected her. I think I may be able to make a much smaller fissure, I guess, and utilize a much smaller sample. If I succeed, I may be able to integrate it as so. Small laptop, a flashlight chip. So they're integrating a chip into it. May be able to place a normal laptop's wireless card and possibly even integrate into the wireless cards.
My journal note. Basically, we're able to catalog more nothingness worlds after the last fiasco, where you found out that those worlds should not be tried to contact. Of course, there's some worlds that are scary, but from what I've heard from Dr. Jensen, it is not beneficial to the mind, and so we're going to catalog them if we find them, and never ever trying to experience that worldview. I'm attaching notes again to this. Hopefully that will give some light. Basically, I catalog what we did find on the different frequencies, and then just a couple notes. Side note, I do think it is possible to make the focuser a lot smaller.
Sorry, I have trouble reading other people's handwriting. By the way.
1 second. Sorry. One of my researchers reached out. Anyways, I do think it's possible to make the device a lot smaller and maybe possibly replace the wireless chip inside of a laptop with a focusing chip, which would still have its wireless capabilities, but also give it the benefit of a realitorium, which means we're probably one step closer to digitizing it, which would mean basically we would not need samples. A different sample for a different machine, or reusing samples. We could just all have them hooked up to the digitized realitorium. It's a science I'm really interested in. I'm trying to pull info from that world, but it's incredibly difficult. I am in contact with another version of Benedict, actually, who says he actually has a way to access it. Basically, I'm trying to reach out and see about that. Hopefully I can get it, or at least how they made it soon, and then we can utilize that here.
Phone logs. What did it say? Whose phone logs? Phone logs, Mr. Gutierrez? How do you pronounce that? G-U-T... Write that down. Gutierrez, I think. Whoa. Alright, I got it. I'm having a hard time contacting them. You sure the phone's gonna pick up?
Sorry, I could not make it to the phone currently. Please feel free
'Cause you're
to
in the
leave a
reality?
message after the beep, along with the phone number to call back. If you want to get a quicker response, do not be afraid to send a text message. Hi, is this Francis? this is Miss Gutierrez. I was
Gutierrez.
just calling because I was talking to some of my son's friends, and they said that you may have an idea of, like, his last whereabouts before he went on his trip. I'm just calling to see if there's any information I can get from you guys. Thank you. Miss Gutierrez, we do have some information about your son's whereabouts before he did go missing. I did hear about that on the campus news. However, if you want me to give you more details, I am going to have you come by the lab and sign some papers and such so that I may tell you.
No.
this
You're going to come to the lab and he's going to experiment on you. Don't do it.
information, as I cannot legally tell you until you are under the NDA that I am. Sorry. But yes, please feel free to stop by the university, and that way we can meet up and I may be able to help your investigation or shed light on the situation. Thank you.
That seems bad. Mrs. Gutierrez, Gutierrez? I don't know. I have trouble pronouncing it. Knows we are connected, which should not be possible unless Francis was not careful enough. David has been notified of the situation.
Oh, Francis, can you hear me? Francis, I could sit here all day saying this and it's not gonna fucking work. Francis, I'm sending you this message, in addition to the one I sent earlier today. It seems your laptop may be damaged, so I don't even know if you're getting this, but we're at the point where we're kind of shooting in the dark here, seeing what sticks, if anything is getting through. I hope so. But in case you hear this, just know that your chip being damaged is making it incredibly hard to send messages to you. Next to impossible, what seems to be
Like it's
scattering
insane.
any messages I send to you anywhere in either your world or my world. Or I guess you
Okay,
should say-
why do I feel like that the girl they were talking about, the one that killed animals as a child, is Juliet? And she was crazy, and she got obsessed with Romeo. But that's her from a different reality. And when Romeo did what he did and accidentally shifted her reality to a bad one, he turned her into this evil person that now wants to kill him. Even though she was screwed over and it sucks, she wasn't a murderer until she fused with the alternate reality version of herself that was a murderer. That's what I'm thinking is going on.
our world, since you're from here. But in addition to that, it seems to be pulling random data from my computer and scattering that as well. So I would really like it if you do get this message to reach the fuck out, because this is
Deadads, thank you. Thank you so much for the 99-cent donation. Really appreciate that. Donations really do, they mean a lot to me. They help me out with a lot of things. So thank you. Thank you.
really infuriating at this point. I'm getting really tired, Francis. It's been a year, I think. A year, Francis. Is that world 10 times better than ours? Am I sending messages to someone who's dead?
So Francis has
I
been
don't
gone
even
for a
know.
year.
But
in
we
this
got
third
some
dimension.
signs of life from your laptop, so we decided to send more messages. I would really like it if you reach out soon, because your laptop, since it is connected to this one, is pulling my info and data, and that stuff is not supposed to get out.
Interesting. So we're experimenting with alternate realities, and the computer they have connected to a different reality is taking the information from theirs and sending it to ours. Whew, that's a lot to process. Okay, this one's called Just for the Records. It is the most recent video, unfortunately. We still do have the Twitter to look through, but we've just about covered everything, it seems like. Alright, so having this video up for record's sake, as many of you know, I am homeless, so I'm usually on edge. A lot, since the streets can be a little crazy. I am fortunate enough to have a vehicle, but even then, you can't be too careful. Anyone can break a window. Night vision.
I have my car as usual. And then when I woke up, there was a guy all the way over there. He was just watching me. And, you know, that's normal. People just stare. And
Okay, I know some meta things about this series. I know that it's connected to the Peaceful Watcher universe, so, or at least it's somewhat. What if it's freaking, oh, what's his name? The Peaceful Watcher. What if it's the freaking Peaceful Watcher over there, recording him and watching him? He's one of his friends. Be hilarious. What is his name? Starts with a J. I cannot remember. Tell me in the comments or in the live chat. I know you know it.
basically, I stepped
I know
out
one
of
of
my
you
car.
definitely know it.
You know, stretched my legs. I just took a nap. And then this guy literally bolted to a car over there. I didn't get to see what type of car it was, but it was a vehicle. And
It was a
he
vehicle.
drove off. So that was freaky enough. I'm going to find a new place to sleep at.
Yeah, probably should. Ah, the homeless guy we're following is the one that got sent to another world. That's why he's homeless. Or, like, of course, not why he's homeless, but in this particular situation, he's homeless because he's just trying to get back. He isn't trying to establish himself here.
This video is kind of dark.
I feel like.
I got a little creeped out, and so I already drove off. I'm in my car right now. As I was saying, I am a bit creeped out. I'm gonna find a new spot to sleep at because I kind of just want to sleep off this weird shit that just happened. It was probably nothing, but I will say that scared the absolute fuck out of me. I don't know if you're staring at me or someone else, or I don't know. I just want to make a video in case something weird happens. I have like a timeline for the police or anything, because I may be homeless, but I can still go to the police if some shit happens, you know. But yeah, I just want to post a video out there. All right, thank you. If anyone sees this, don't be too worried. Probably nothing, but you can't be too careful, especially when you're in my position.
And you did not explain your position completely. Huh. Okay, well, that's all there is of the YouTube videos. Let's head to the Twitter real quick. And finish up where we were at. Where were we? There we go. We're right here. Says, hey guys, I know the news video editing had some mistakes. I do not know who these people are in the image or how I got on my computer. He's talking about the one where it showed the people gathered around the lab, said the staff. How do I know? What I do know is that they raise my anxiety levels extremely, so I prefer if no one asks about them. Thank you. And there was a picture. Hey, so who's the crew? Oh my gosh, that picture. That display picture. Nice. 50 cents. Been a rough couple weeks. Sorry, guys. Should be less busy soon. What is that? Did you buy a plywood sign that says 50 cents? Or are you trying to sell that Walmart shopping cart for 50 cents? Very confused what your intentions are with that. And they posted a new video. And then they said, this place will buy my hair for cash. Very tempting. Selling to a wig company, I hope? Because if not, that is super weird. Super weird. Hey guys, I know it's been a minute, but sometimes when I'm researching a topic, the sources and articles can be unreachable. No clue why either cruddy internet at cafes or my computer being weird. Yeah, because this stuff didn't exist in our world. This is stuff from your dimension. You just don't remember you're from a different dimension, maybe. Or you're just hiding it. Alright. And savings are starting to run a little dry. Can't afford my doctor unless it's an emergency now. He says I can't adores my doctor, though. Literally can't sleep right now. And that's all we got so far. Like I said, it's still a fairly new series. It's still ongoing. It's incredibly interesting. There's a lot going on, though. It's definitely a lot to digest. But it's not so much that you can't follow along. Very, very interesting. Very unique concept, for sure. So, it's weird to know how to start with this. So we got a guy who's looking into true crime. But he's remembering stories from his reality. So they don't exist in our world. But I'm wondering how he got the information for them. I guess he just remembers that much detail. somehow. Or maybe his computer's connected to the other world's computer, so he's getting information and data from the computer that's connected to the other world. So that's how he's getting the info for these videos. He's pulling it from another dimension. And it turns out that there was a company that was experimenting with planar shifts, shifting between reality planes of existence, and they lost a few people in these experiments, and they've drove people mad, some people with insane versions of people, and just caused all kinds of havoc. So some studies are just not worth researching, you know? It's like the backrooms too. Some things are just not worth the risk, and this is definitely, in my opinion, one of those things that's not worth the risk. I mean, what are they going to accomplish from this? I mean, are they trying to create a perfect timeline? The divine timeline where everything good is all in one timeline? Because if they're not trying to create a divine timeline, and they're just seeing if they can, doing it for the lulz, basically, there's no point. Why would anyone even fund that? That's what I want to know. Who's funding this? What rich prick is funding this, and why? What is their motives behind this? What are they trying to get from the alternate realities? Is there some kind of material? Because we know there's some kind of material. What was it called? I wrote it down. It's realitorium. Of course, I don't think realitorium is a metal or an element. I think I misunderstood that. I think that's more so the devices are realitorium, like studying realities. But why do they want to jump realities? Are they maybe from a reality where, of course, our reality is not in great shape? You know, the Earth's dying and everything, but you know, there's things wrong with the planet, things wrong with people. So I wonder if they're looking for a perfect reality, basically like a heaven reality they're going to shift into. I don't know, I'm really curious about the motives. Interesting concept though. Thank you for sharing this. Very curious where it's going to go now. I don't think that's everything. That's everything I could find. I do believe there are more. Give me a second to read the comments real quick. There's also a TikTok. Okay, exactly. I knew there had to be something else. All the TikTok videos are in the Discord, so okay. Okay. Yeah, it is very interesting, isn't it, Flox? All right, I'm going to jump over to the Discord. And I am going to grab that link real quick for the TikTok. And if y'all don't know what Discord I'm talking about, you can get all the information from the investigation going on in the Dead Hat server. It's called the Mort Collection. The Mort Collective. Okay. And then, let's see. I'm going to put it in the thing. Give me a moment. All right. Night Visions. I was chosen to find myself. Interesting. And these, I believe, are the TikTok videos. Yeah, the TikTok is, I think I was chosen to find myself. Seems like it to me, at least. Dairy Talk. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay, so I am going to... Let me just shift. Let me shift the share window to Chrome. Okay, there we go. And now from Chrome, we can get the TikTok videos. All right. I have to go full screen with it, though, or at least semi-full screen. I'm making this to record my thoughts and events so far. Linda, if you're watching, please don't bother finding me. I am fine. Okay. So message to Linda at first. And I'm going to follow the TikTok too on my TikTok, so. But for now, we'll watch it here. It all started like 7 or 8 months ago when I found a phone. I was going to turn it in at a campus in the Lost and Found, but it unlocked my fingerprint. So alternate reality version of yourself. I had never seen this phone before, but of course my finger unlocking it caught my interest. So I kept it and saw it was pretty dry. With very few apps, probably a work phone. Then I saw it had a text message, and of course I opened it out of curiosity. I'm about to put the link to this TikTok in the description too. I was chosen to find myself. It was from a Benedict Stantler. Oh, there's Benedict. Benedict Stantler. He was messaging the phone asking if I was there. He knew my name and some of my background. But I mean, Benedict is so obsessed in his work. He's definitely looking for something important to him. Would you not have kept the phone at that point? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like reality breaking things, so I probably just would have thrown the phone away as to not screw up my universe. But that's just me. I was It was off-putting how much he knew about me, but he didn't have everything correct. Is there an alternate version? After he found out he got some things wrong, he told me, "You are not the right," his name. But I wanted to know more, and what exactly he meant by that. I mean, for him to know all this despite not knowing who I am, he must be telling the truth, right? How else would he know me? Who was I to doubt him? This is some eerie crap. I definitely would never mess with reality shifts. That is so freaking dangerous. Okay. This man Benedict told me things that were hard to comprehend. Things I would never believe had I not found the phone and witnessed the weird things myself. Would he be stalking me? Might be that one person. This is not him, is it? I don't know. But if that were true, then why did he get some things wrong when telling me who I was, or who he thought I was? I thought to myself, is this man even human? Or maybe a god? I know it sounds crazy, but anyone else could have found the phone, yet it was me, with my fingerprint. Had I been chosen in a cosmic sort of way? Maybe. Kind of seems that way, doesn't it? Weird. Right, next. Alright, so I asked him why he said I was the wrong one. He told me there was a man who looked just like me, shared my name, and lived a similar life to me. Loved a similar life to me. He said he was looking for him, but can't reach him. Okay. This is a really interesting ARG for real. Or unfiction, whatever it is. Reality, real life, alternate reality, actual alternate reality game. This is intense. Alright. They're spreading digital flyers to find me. I have to find myself before someone finds me. I gotta go find myself, man. Have you seen my friend, me? I don't like being hunted like this. Why are my friends so adamant on finding me? Because you are an important scientist. You are like that founder dude from the image. I just revealed that. You're just stuck in another dimension. I asked him where I was from. Not myself, but the other self. He said, a world just like ours, but slightly different. I asked why he needed me, my other self. He said he wouldn't say until he found me. You know, if you find yourself before he finds you, though, is it going to be like Back to the Future and it's going to cause a paradox? Could you, glitch out reality by seeing yourself and just destroy the universe? Because that's what usually happens when you find yourself, so I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, it's pretty clear what I must do to learn more of this knowledge. I must find myself. I don't think that's a good idea, dude. Do not think that is a wise choice. I even dropped out of college to complete this. Also not a wise choice. My friends worry about me because they're good friends. Yeah, I would be worried about you too, man. They wouldn't understand. They think I'm losing my mind, but it's clear to me. I have found God. Okay. And you're starting to lose your mind. Unless you just think that God's in like an extra dimensional being, maybe? I'm not sure what your thoughts are there, my friend. The tough thing is, how does one find himself? It sounds like you're trying to reach Nirvana. It's like getting kind of Hinduistic now. Like, not mentally find oneself, but physically find oneself. Here I am. Yeah, no, it is confusing. I know what he looks like, and he's somewhere in town, but that's about it. Where do I start? Good question. I have no answer for that. You could always bait yourself out with something you would enjoy, like a fake concert, and make it a trap. Like if you know you like a certain band, I don't know. I don't know. And to make matters more difficult, my friends are looking for me. I know they're gonna send me some kind of shrink. Yeah, probably are. You said they were good friends. They probably would if you were having that hard of a time. I don't need help. I'm not crazy. They don't believe me though. It'd be hard to believe you at this point. Hmm. I like how it's a YouTube and TikTok mixed medium. I've always enjoyed mixed mediums. I got another message today from someone other than Benedict. She wants me to find something for her, and she said to ignore Benedict. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but she said it'll still help Benedict, just in a different way. I'm tempted to help her, but I don't want to just abandon Benedict, not after all he's told me. Yeah, yeah, right, Fox, it's an ARG. It's very interesting. Should I trust her? I want to say yes, but part of me says no. Flex, you might be trying to break reality a little bit, but that's okay. Not really okay, but you know, it's a thing. I know my last claim is a bit extreme, but wouldn't you agree that this man is most knowledgeable? If he isn't a god, then he is still at least an important figure. Now that's true. That's very likely. Where are you? What are you trying to escape right now? Sneaking around the background of these videos. What the heck? Anyways, he is trying to look for me, and I think he may need to find me. I know that sentence is a little confusing. No. Unless you're saying that you want him to find you so that you can fake being your other self. So now you know I have to find myself to help this Benedict man. I feel like it is my fate. Still don't know if I trust him, man. Don't know about all that. I am using this account as record of sorts, in case something happens to me. I say this because Benedict said the other me may be dangerous. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Quite a few of these. I found some of the documents. Some are quite fascinating. Some are interesting blueprints and schematics to incredible looking machinery. I have no idea how to construct these machines, but it's definitely going to be on the to-do list. So were you like breaking in somewhere to get the blueprints? Like, where did you find these? There's more documents as well, but they're behind a passcode in the app. Oh, that's on the phone. Okay, all this is in the phone. I need this password. On another note, I had a fascinating dream. I was in a world completely different from my own. I saw fantastical creatures I had never seen before. I want to go back to this place. In fact, I've had many crazy dreams as of late, each one a new world to explore. Yeah, you're actually traveling through worlds in your dreams. I feel as though I enjoy being asleep more than awake. I wonder if Benedict can help me go to these places, or create them. But first, I must find myself. It's kind of deep. There's a lot of very symbolic things in this series, I'm realizing. Okay, let's go back. She won't tell me her name, and I've wasted so much time talking to her instead of finding myself. Sounds like a dating problem. She promised such great things, but it doesn't feel right. Something about her is weird. Is the murderer chick? I told her I'd consider her proposition for now, but I gotta get back to finding myself. The search for me has had no progress. Meanwhile, almost the entire town is trying to find me. I'm going to look around my university and see if I can find myself. Sounds so weird. It looks like there's 3 more, looks like. Could be wrong, but it looks like it. Both are putting thoughts and ideas in my head. We must fix things and make it... What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going fast. We must fix things and make it all right again. He is ignorant to even his own capabilities. Help me reach its full potential. And even my friends still try to stop me. Why must they interfere with fate? Maybe they aren't good friends. What are they trying to save you from this? I cannot allow my friend to interfere at all costs. I know now they will never understand. As far as finding myself, Benedict informed me I may be able to locate myself with a special phone. He said to stay careful, as the phone gives me access to things he doesn't want me to see, but I want to see it. I want to know more. Yeah, seeing other realities would probably fry your brain, so it's probably not the best idea. I mean, you could try it, but I'd not recommend. Alright, yeah, a nightmare. Uh-oh. My dreams were fantastical and amazing, but this was the opposite. This one, I was in a dark place, floating in nothingness. Oh crap, you entered a nothing dimension. It's like a intergalactic TV on Rick and Morty, but there's like some static channels. I felt as though there was nothing there. No air, no oxygen, no gravity, just an absolute void. I do not want to sleep. I must not sleep. I want to avoid that place. I know Benedict will not help me until I find myself, though. I must not sleep, 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 I must not sleep. Okay, I get the point. You must not sleep. Must not sleep. Benedict is a false prophet. Okay, why do you think he's a god now? Like an actual god? What is up with you? I talked to the woman about my dreams and nightmares. Oh, did he not tell you? That phone you have has some side effects to using it. Guess he figured you wouldn't help him if you knew that. How selfish of him. Yeah, it is a little selfish. Of course, he, did what he did to his ladies, so he is a pretty selfish dude. Why didn't you tell me this, Benedict? Why have you forsaken me? Why are you treating him like a god? I understand now why she was leading me away from him. Maybe I should help her instead. Maybe you should. Benedict's messing up the universe, but I still want to find myself. Tuning into the universe through the radio. That's an interesting concept, too. Reality shifting through radio wave frequencies. That is really unique. Alright, no, there's a couple more. I tried to follow him home. I want to know where he lives. Oh great, now you're a peaceful watcher. Wonderful. Why the hell is it when I decide I do not want to help Benedict that I see myself? Maybe because yourself is hiding from him. The timing is ironic, isn't it? After I see the flaws of my false idol, I find the one thing he wanted most. What's that? It's a golden disc. I think I have leverage. All the things I can accomplish with leverage over God himself. According with an iPhone. I know the car. Color. License plate of his car. I couldn't follow him home, sadly, as he remained in public areas until I lost him. What's with the creepy eyes? He was in a pub for hours, doing some kind of work. And then the thought occurred to me. Why does Benedict want him so badly? He could want to kill him too. That's a possibility. Maybe this man is Satan or evil. Benedict did warn me. But first, I will use him as leverage. You think you're Satan? Dude, you're losing your dang mind. Holy frick. Holy frick. Man, we were introduced to a very interesting person in this one. Frick. Alright. He is a man of lies, a man of deceit. I hate him. I will not worship him. Okay. He refuses to tell me more about what's going on. Even when I told him, I found myself. I even brought up about how he never told me about the side effects. I told him he owed me. Whoa, the light's freaking out. And again, he refuses to tell me any further information. Fine, I'll play by that. But let's see what happens if I do something with the man he so previously desires. You're gonna kill yourself? Psycho? I'm not going to search for myself. I am going to hunt myself down. I will hunt him down and then see what he knows. And if he refuses to tell me anything too, then I will kill him. You lost your dang mind. We're in the murder dimension. Maybe Benedict will listen if I destroy... What? Heck. Maybe Benedict will listen if I destroy the one thing he wants most. And when he begs for forgiveness, I will walk away. For I have found the true being worth worship. Yourself, I'm guessing. It's the woman. The woman who speaks of truth and knowledge, and who will guide me to the worlds I want to live in. I have found a true God worth worship. And her name is Reason. Reason? Reason? Okay, I know who Reason is. Reason is the lady with the mask from Peaceful Watcher. So this is connected to the council. She was the lady on the council with the smiley mask, the robot mask. That's Reason. How the heck is she connected? How's she in here? Is that the same Reason? I feel like it is. What the frick's going on? Okay, this just got really intense. Okay, before I continue, I'm going to read some comments. A lot of not sleeping. Yeah, I think it is connected to the Judge and Peaceful Watcher, Floxcat. That right there just kind of confirmed it to me. It really, 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 really seems connected now. Okay. I want to find him so badly. I want to make him tell me the truth. I want him to suffer. I have suffered, and since we are both me, we must both suffer. I don't like sleeping. I only sleep once a week. I'd prefer if I don't sleep at all. The dreams are getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I will find him. I will make him experience what I have experienced, and she is helping me find him. She says I can find an object to connect to me, to him. If I find this object, I can find him. Is object the sink? I am confusion. Okay. Hiding. I will find out soon enough. No, he is on the roof. Or he's got his camera upside down. What bugs me is my friends have given up on me, all except Linda. Maybe after I deal with myself, I'll deal with her. Friend or not, she is pestering and hindering me. I think I just figured out something. I think that the council is an alternate reality version of his friend group. And the scientists are an alternate reality version of his friend group. That's why this guy's important. Those are two important groups of characters that are different reality versions of the council from Peaceful Watcher. Oh my gosh. And that's why Reason's connected. Reason was a part of that original group. I really think that's what's going on now. I really think that's what's going on. I could be wrong, but that seems the most legitimate to me. I have lost connection with my God before I could find the item. Please don't stare at me, it's creepy. I am trying so hard to stay awake. I cannot sleep. I will not sleep. I think the phone has given me more side effects. I'm just not having the dreadful nightmares. I am hearing voices. I need to find myself. I need answers. I need reason. Give me a reason. See the voice of reason. That's so it's so symbolic. Trying to find the voice of reason. She still hasn't said anything. I need her guidance. Why is she quiet now? Why won't she say anything? I need that device. I am tired of waiting. Time is not on my side. I will have no choice but to act. On another note, I have found out something cool about my phone. It gives me access to knowledge of events that never even happened, like well-documented events, but I've never heard of it. The night visions. Oh, night visions! Because you get visions of other realities at night, because through your dreams, night visions, visions in the night, visions of other worlds. That's cool. I'm getting knowledge of things that no one knows about. If my God does not help me, then I will gladly find out things on my own. That's interesting. I like that, though. The naming. This knowledge may help me find myself, or maybe even find a leverage. Dude's losing his dang mind. This particular person always loses his mind, doesn't he? Oh my gosh. It's time for the restaurant. These images are somehow appeared on my phone. Please feel free to reverse image search. I already found the videos, so no need to. And there's the crew. And whatever that face is. Still really figured out who that is. And you, as the researcher. I guess that's an evil, or not evil, but like a... I think that's actually the researcher version of the scientist. That guy. That's what the avatar is. It's him, but like dirty homeless version of him. Or something. Dirto's face, or maybe like a shadow version. The vigilante version, I'm not really sure. But anyway. Went through the files. Wait, is the alternate version of him the me he's trying to find, the one in the car? Because he said he found the car on the license plate. Is it the homeless one? That's interesting. Went through the files once again and found a video. Lab 31.1 Dream to Projection. Test number 9. If you have any ideas of what this is, please contact me. Video created by Dr. Kumar. Have we seen this? No. Dr. Stantler, black. Dr. Jensen, blue. Dr. Kumar, red. May need to turn up the volume for this one.
Alright, everything is about ready. Dr. Jensen, are you good to go?
All good.
Alright, just like we practiced, we need you to fall asleep, so get comfy and see where we go.
What? Stop it. 25 minutes passed before Dr. Jensen was able to fall asleep. It's about how long it takes me to. After 5 minutes past sleep, we proceeded. Alright, Dr. Kumar. Go to frequency. Okay, it's talking now.
Frequency 23.4 FM.
23.4. So the mind travels through radio frequencies. That's interesting. This is when Dr. Jensen got messed up to a nothing dimension, or fused together with a murder version of themselves. It's hard to tell what exactly happened there.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Then why can't you turn it off? She's in pain! Can't you see that?
She actually did care. Gosh, that's awful. Continued for about 5 minutes. Shh. Probably fried her brain. During this time, Dr. Stantler became restless. You think?
She can't take this anymore. She can't tell us she don't wake up. You have no idea what that will do to her. I'm taking the chances. If she spends any longer in there, she's gonna go insane. We need her. I need her.
I need her. So he did love her. At this point, Dr. Stantler makes his way to the dream projector. Was she seeing hell in her sleep or what?
Wake up! Dr. Kumar began machine closing. You get a projection of Dr. Jensen's mental status ASAP.
That was awful. Can we get the projection in the dream? Here's a photo of Dr. Stentler's journal a week later. What did she see? I can't read it. I can't read the writing. It's too small. Dang it. I was just floating. Okay, I'm going to try to read this. I'm going to do my best, but it's blurry. Okay. Just floating. Everything was black, so she said in one of the negative dimensions. I had a name on my something. And something screamed off limits and started attacking her or something. So did they find some like dimensions that haven't been created yet? There's some kind of deity in there that knocked him out. If y'all can read this, go back and let me know. But it's blurry, it's small, and I already have trouble reading other people's handwriting, so I may need your help on that one. But that seems like a very interesting journal entry. All right, and this is the last one. We're all caught up.
They're trying to kick me out of my home. They don't want me there. I don't pay rent. But they are blind to the fact I am doing more important things. No one believes me. Linda did, but she is selfish. My God will not talk.
Are you abandoned? So that's the voice of this version. No, he's having TikTok do the text to voice thing. Okay, well, that's all we got of the series. Yeah, that was hard to listen to on the Flux. That was pretty intense. All right. Also, there's one more thing to look at, apparently. Let's head over to the Dead Hats YouTube channel. There's apparently some promotional things that actually give more context, so we need to see it. Oh, okay. So there's the dream projection there. Be easier to read it there. Night Vision's trailer. Need to check that out. Might watch that also. Alright, I think that's it. Okay. So first, I'm not going to listen to that again. That was intense. But maybe we can read. Okay, good. We can read it here. All right. Dr. Jensen, I know you are still recovering. Sorry, I know you're still recovering, but please detail what you saw below. I was floating, but not in a good sense. Everything was black. I had none of my senses. I could not see, touch, feel, hear, or smell. It felt as though I did not exist. I could not breathe. No sense of pull from gravity. I did not even hear my own voice. I did not even hear my own screams. It was true nothingness. Dr. Jensen. Yeah, that would be terrifying. That'd probably be enough for me to scream my head off too, to be honest. That was all Dr. Jensen wished to write. If another nothingness frequency is found, we will issue it as off limits. No attempt to look into these frequencies should ever be performed. No exception. Now I must calm down my love, Dr. Jensen. If you ever see this, do know I love you, and I'm so sorry to put you through that. Dr. Stantler. How come she never knew about that? She like completely turned against him and thought that he didn't care about her and went with somebody else. Did he actually go with somebody else, or was she shifted to a Hades reality, and then like a demon evil version of her was sent to our reality? Did she actually switch or something in that? I don't know. I don't exactly buy that. Curious to see where that leads. Right, and here's the trailer for Night Visions. Definitely need to watch that. I guess I'll read this. Night Visions is a mystery horror web series following many characters trying to figure out how to fix the current situation they're in. Watch the story unfold with multiple viewpoints, and even interact with characters as you try to solve the mysteries of the events that occurred. Oh, cool! I can interact with the characters. I may have to do that. and help characters set things right before it completely gets out of hand. So there's like a time limit too to fix things.
Video log 148.9. It has now dawned on me that this is no longer a simple mishap in the experiment process. This is an experiment gone wrong. My team leaves me. Only a few of us remain. And the one woman I thought. I am now simply trying to put back together what was broken. And there's only one man who can fix my problem. But he is nowhere to be seen. That man is Francis Gutierrez. And until we can find him, things are going to go bad.
That's why he's looking.
Francis,
Yeah,
if you
that's
get
it.
this message, please come back. We need you. Your mother misses you. And you're a lifeline. I know I might be talking to a dead man, but in case you're still there, please come home.
Now we know why they need Francis. That was important. Dang. Definitely need to interact.
So there are going to be a little bit different
Hello. Hello, loud person.
differences, though, for those of you coming from Peaceful Watcher. Peaceful Watcher, as you know, was a very...
Yeah, I'll let you all watch this. I'm not gonna. This is him talking about the series. I'm not gonna put that in this actual video. I'll put it in the description of the live replay. But yeah, so what did you all think of Night Visions? I thought it was really interesting, really cool, really unique approach of play. I definitely need to interact with the characters, and I definitely will be following this series as it progresses. Maybe do an explore it as we go. There's a lot. There's a lot to this one. I liked it. It was different, very different, because Peaceful Watcher was very cinematic, and this is very what's the word I want to use? Very surreal, I guess, because you're definitely in this world, but you're not in this world visually completely. It's mostly audio. You're mostly experiencing this world in your head, and as you figure things out, and through your interactions with people, which I've seen done in ARGs before, but just being in that realm and getting that kind of mystery, that kind of puzzle, that kind of story in this realm is interesting. I'm curious. I'm definitely sucked in. You definitely got me sucked in. I will be following my good friends. I've subscribed to every channel, I'm pretty sure, as we went. And I'm definitely subscribed to Dead Hats. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens next. Definitely curious to see what you all thought about it. Oh, the audio was going in and out because I was adjusting on that one. But yeah, very interesting. Let's see, 6. Unfortunately, with everything going on this week, I do not have time for game night again tonight. But we do have games coming up, a whole bunch of games. Tomorrow we have Baphomet Monsters ARG. We will be doing that together. Baphomet Monster will actually be here as my guest star, and together with herself, me, and you all, we will solve the clues together, and I should have time for a game night after that tomorrow. I'm also going to be doing the workout routines again tomorrow. I didn't do it today because you all probably couldn't see this, but I've been wearing this neck pillow all day because my neck decided to completely crap out on me, and my neck refused to carry the weight of my head. So I don't know what I pulled, what I did wrong, but I would definitely be stretching my neck tomorrow when I do the exercises. So, all right, I'll see you all in that. Also, yeah, and Friday we are playing Resident Evil 7. I may play some other games because it's going to be really scary. Once I can't take it anymore, we may switch over to Jackbox. I've actually got a new game. What the Dub? Yeah, we got a few Jackbox-like games and Jackbox games, and maybe even Among Us. We'll play all kinds of games Friday. So, but bunch of stuff coming up, bunch of fun things, and this as streaming week continues. And there's also a few videos I'm actually working on at the moment. I have started editing the Pokemon Johto with my mom, trying to guess the name of the Pokemon in Johto. I'll be filming the Hoenn video either tonight or tomorrow. That's one of the reasons I have to go. I got house guest stuff, but and then I'm also very well, not close. I'm probably about 70-80% done editing the redone Backrooms dive, and I have added, again, like I said, I've added in new information, new things, so it's going to be very good, a lot better than it was before, and that's all I can ask for. I hate that I had to do it again, but we're almost there, so we'll have that up. We have plenty of things on the way, all kinds of new series and everything else behind Stream Week, so hope you all enjoy the rest of Stream Week, and I will see you for the rest of it. All have a good night. Love you very much. I'm going to read the comments real quick before I snap out, but I am going to say, as always, until I see you all next time, keep your eyes wide open and never stop reading. I'll see you all. But yeah, again, I'm going to read the comments real quick. Yeah, it did seem like a bunch of random videos at first, but it definitely turned a cohesive theme there at the end. What? Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, I got what the dub. And I will get you the list real quick. Thank you, Deadheads. I had a good time. That was awesome. Had a very fun time. That was a very fun series. It's hard for me to compare it to Peaceful Watcher because I really absolutely did love Peaceful Watcher. But this was a really fun series. Very different. Very new angle. Let me grab... I got a couple lists here. I've got... there's something connected to Ree's Rapture I want to look in called Relived Eternally. There's also Stan Frederick in the... this is the stuff for the Sunderman. Stan Frederick. I can see the Giants, Hollow Hemlocks, Diminished, Caught Not Sleeping, Gimbal and Gore. Then I've got a Pokemon Giratina theory I'm working on. And then the other series I'll be looking into, the other ARGs that aren't Slenderverse. Give me a moment to pull that up. It's in a different list. Oh, there's also some things I'll be doing here. I'll be doing some, I'll do some scary ghost story things with Wit's Life, a collaboration with Wit's Life, and Wit's Life and I will also be doing a live investigate, or not live, but doing an in-person investigation of a paranormal area, so that's going to be fun. That should be within the next couple weeks or so. Alright, so on the list, I can go ahead and take the Walton Files off. I've got that on the explored list. This is on Live Dive list. So here's what's on the Live Dive list. Lost, Help Needed. I want to go ahead and go back into Local 58. There's some other things I want to look into. Sour Salt, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do now, because I was informed that Sour Salt, a lot of it was deleted because somebody who played in Sour Salt was apparently a not great person. So I might take that one off. Night Visions, which we just did. I can go ahead and take that off. Well, actually, yeah, I need to add that to the Explored series, along with Phobos Season 2. Baphomet Monster, which we are doing tomorrow. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I want to go through that, look at all the information, and take the new video and kind of just go over everything, what I think is going on there. The Dad Phil, I want to go over the Dad Phil's finale. Nobody really broke that down too much, and I would like to do that. Let's see. I'd like to finish reading the Pyrite stories. Then I want to redo the Umami Explained full timeline. There's something I want to do about Dragon Clowns, which is a whole thing. It's weird. It's like a whole subculture thing. I already did Biosvert, so I could take that off the list. I forgot to update this list. There's this cartoon game I want to look into. I can't think of the name of it. I've got it in my subscription list. I know what it looks like, but I can't remember the name of it. But it's called like Nocturnal something. It looks really interesting. Then we've got something called The Rabbit Hole, which looks really interesting. There's like 4 channels tied into that. I haven't really looked into it too much, but they actually came to me and they're like, would you like to go down the rabbit hole? I'm like, excuse me? So we'll see what happens there. I've got a collaboration with Nolan coming up soon. It's going to be a Phobos theory, and there's another video we're going to do together, and it is actually Walton Files. We're going to go over the Walton Files together and come up with a theory. We're going to play the Backrooms game. I definitely want to play the Backrooms game. And go over some of the Backrooms extras. And I'm also reading some poems. This is kind of unrelated stuff now. This is just everything on my list. I'm also going to be reading poems with Con Eagle. I've already done one of them if you want to check it out on Con Eagle's channel. It's super fun. And that's it. That's all that's on my list so far. If you have anything else to suggest, just let me know on the Discord server or in the comments here. And I will add it to the list and check it out. Yeah, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I saw a long time ago back when it was new. I remember a lot of it, but it would be nice to look over everything and really break it down. well, that's everything. So, until next time, I will see you all around. Take it easy. Have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow for the workout, and I will see you tomorrow for the Baphomet Monster ARG live solve. The first live solve. I hope it works out well. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope all of you are as well. So, I will see you then. Have a good night, everybody. Now I'm going to awkwardly exit.
Hey, thank you all so much for watching. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons and channel members. Thanks to you, I'm able to do what I love. CNK114, Investigator Zeus, Dobby's Music, Jerry Mullins, Free Spirit Katie, Poof Poof, MC Darfer, Vexus, Agnieszka, Granny Monster, Nightmare Luna, Practical Necromancy, and Archer. Really, thank you so much for everything you do. It means